Why is this important? Because this heals our mind and this heals our life. How can that be? Because we're talking truth. This is the spiritual truth as God created it, that everywhere we look, we see the face of God. Remember what Ernest Holmes said, that God is omnipresent, that God is everywhere equally present. There is no place, and that includes no one, where God is absent. Now, do we have the eyes to see it? Are we willing? Will we cultivate a spiritual heart that's big enough to embrace even what up until now has not looked like what we thought it should or might look like? See, because if we don't do this, then we are missing the point. That it's really about God, it's about spirit, it's about love, it's about the Christ in us, recognizing God's spirit, love in that other person. You know? So everywhere I look, I see the face of God. Try that on with me. Say that. Everywhere I look, I see the face of God. Now say it like you mean it a little bit, you know? Everywhere I look, I see the face of God. Good, come on. Everywhere I look, I see the face of God. Everywhere I look, I see the face of God. Surrender, we're going to do this. Everywhere I look, I see the face of God. Everywhere I look, I see the face of God. One more. Everywhere I look, I see the face of God. Now, can you imagine somewhere where you don't see it? Or in someone that you do not see it? And now will you be willing to just silently say, oh, everywhere I look, I see the face of God. See, because willingness is extraordinary on the spiritual journey. I understand there are some people whose behavior is just so bad sometimes that we can't believe that God could possibly be present in them. So, what we get to do is say, but I'm willing. I'm willing. There's people who come into my life, I don't know how to love them because their behavior is just so horrific to me. All you have to do is watch the news, if you don't know what I'm talking about, that there are people in the world who behave really, really badly. But everywhere I look, I see the face of God. This is why, if you're going to watch the news, you have to look at the news as one big prayer request. That God brings it to your attention so that you will lift the thought, so that you will pray about it. Not just go, oh my God, the world is getting so horrible. Oh, remember when bread was a nickel? Oh, people have always behaved badly, a percentage of people. We just didn't have as much awareness about it. We were able to stay in our own little cave or cabin or whatever, treehouse, and not pay attention to it. Now, we have so much incredible media that we know instantly, and we get to see it again and again and again and again and again. And if nothing else is happening in the world, we get to see it again and again and again. Right? So everywhere I look, I see the face of God. We all have situations where we are enlightened. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, but with these people, I'm so spiritual. With these people, I'm so loving. That's easy. You've already done your growth there. But we're all here to grow. I'd rather be green and growing rather than ripe and rotten, right? So we're all here to be growing, growing, growing. So, it's just like if you work out. If you go to yoga and you go for a while and go for a while and go for a while, at some point you have to take a class that's going to make you work a little harder. Or if you walk a mile every morning, at some point that mile becomes easy for you and you have to say, I'm going to up it. I'm going to start to walk 2 miles, or I'm going to start to lift a heavier weight, because that's where the growth is. Right? So, yes, you already got points for loving the people that you love and healing with the people you've healed. We're talking about the rest of them, right? See, because I cannot allow my growth and my development to stop because of what somebody did or something somebody said, right? That's just external personality stuff. Let it go. Somebody has to be bigger than that. And guess who? Us. We get to be bigger than that. There is a pure, perfect child of God right there. They may not know it, but that's why God trotted them in front of you. They came in front of you so you would know what they were not able to know.